Jobb, the righteous man. In the ancient land of Uz, there dwelled a man named Jobb. He was known far and wide for his unwavering righteousness, a beacon of virtue in a world filled with darkness. Jobb's devoutness to God was unparalleled.
He shunned evil and walked blamelessly before the Almighty.
Jobb was a wealthy man,
blessed with plenty of riches and a big family. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and his belongings were immense: 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 pairs of oxen, and 500 donkeys. People in the East saw him as the most respected and prosperous among them all. His wealth wasn't just a little, it was huge. He was truly a man of substance, someone who had it all in terms of material possessions and family. His abundance wasn't just a rumor, it was real, evident in the sheer numbers of his livestock and the size of his household.
Jobb's status wasn't just ordinary.
It was extraordinary, making him stand out among his peers. His reputation wasn't just good, it was excellent, as he was highly regarded by all who knew him.
In essence, Jobb was more than just a wealthy man.
He was a symbol of prosperity and success in his community. His story wasn't just any story. It was a testament to the rewards of hard work and divine favor.
Despite his prosperity, Jobb remained vigilant in his faith.
He would rise early each morning to offer sacrifices on behalf of his children, fearing that they might have sinned in their hearts. Such was his commitment to righteousness and his concern for the spiritual well-being of his family.
But Jobb's unwavering faith would soon be put to the ultimate test.
In a divine council, Satan challenged the integrity of Job's devotion, asserting that his loyalty to God was merely a product of his prosperous circumstances.
Thus, a series of trials and tribulations befell Jobb,
stripping him of his wealth, his health, and even his loved ones. Celestial gathering in the heavenly assembly, the angels gathered in the presence of the Lord, and among them stood Satan. When the Almighty inquired about Satan's whereabouts, he replied nonchalantly, "Just wandering around the earth." Then, with a sense of profound satisfaction,
God singled out Jobb,
praising him as a man of unmatched integrity, deep reverence for the divine, and an unwavering commitment to avoiding evil. But Satan, ever the skeptic, challenged this commendation.
"Does Jobb worship you for nothing?" he retorted.
"You've shielded him from harm, showered blessings upon his every endeavor, and safeguarded all that he possesses."
In response, God granted Satan permission to test Jobb's faith, but with a strict caveat: he was not to inflict any harm upon Jobb himself.
Thus, the stage was set for a cosmic trial of faith.
Jobb, unaware of the celestial deliberations,
continued his life on earth, blissfully ignorant of the spiritual forces at play. Little did he know that his unwavering devotion would soon be put to the ultimate test. In the celestial realm, Satan observed with keen interest,
eagerly awaiting Jobb's breaking point. But with each trial, Jobb's resolve only seemed to strengthen.
His friends, baffled by his unyielding faith in the face of such adversity, struggled to comprehend the depths of his conviction.
And so, calamity befell Jobb in rapid succession.
Messengers arrived, each bearing news of tragedy. His livestock, wealth, and even his beloved children all lost to various disasters.
Yet in the face of unimaginable grief, Jobb's response was one of profound faith and humility.
He tore his robe, shaved his head, but fell not into despair, rather to the ground in worship. "Naked I came, and naked I will depart," he uttered. "The Lord gives, and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord."
As the days unfolded, calamity after calamity befell Jobb.
His once thriving livestock perished, his fields lay barren, and his family faced unspeakable tragedy.
Yet through it all, Jobb remained steadfast in his faith,
refusing to curse God despite the urging of his own wife and the crushing weight of his suffering.
Ultimately, Jobb's unwavering loyalty and steadfast trust in the divine served as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit.
Though tested by fire and affliction, his faith emerged unscathed, a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come.
And in the end, even Satan himself could not shake the foundation of Jobb's devotion. In all this suffering, Jobb did not waver in his righteousness.
He did not accuse God of wrongdoing, nor did he falter in his devotion.
Jobb's steadfastness in the midst of trials serves as a timeless testament to the endurance of faith.
Another heavenly gathering. In the heavenly assembly, the angels appeared before the Lord, and once again, Satan stood among them. The Lord questioned Satan about his whereabouts, and he responded, roaming throughout the earth.
Then God, with unwavering confidence, pointed to Job, a man of unmatched integrity and devotion. Satan, ever the skeptic, challenged Job's loyalty. Would Job remain faithful if faced with personal affliction, he questioned. God, trusting in Job's steadfastness, permitted Satan to test him further, but spared his life. Thus, Job encountered a new trial. Satan was given authority over Job's physical form,
under the condition that his life would remain intact.
and so Job's body became afflicted with painful sores. Despite the excruciating agony, Job stood firm.
Even as his body suffered, his faith remained unwavering. He did not utter words of blasphemy against God, nor did he abandon his principles.
Job's unyielding endurance amidst suffering serves as a powerful example of how faith can conquer even the most challenging adversities. Job's integrity.
As Satan departed from the presence of the Lord,
He inflicted Job with agonizing sores.
covering his body from head to toe.
Racked with pain, Job sat amidst the ashes.
Using a shard of broken pottery to scrape his afflicted skin. Witnessing her husband's suffering,
Job's wife couldn't comprehend his endurance.
she questioned his resolve, urging him to curse God and relieve himself from his torment.
However, Job,
Anchored by his unshakable faith, responded with profound insight. "Shall we only accept good from God and not adversity?" he countered. Despite the excruciating pain coursing through his body and the discouragement from his closest companion,
Job remained resolute.
he refused to let despair guide his words or actions.
In Job's steadfastness,
We witness a profound truth, that faith transcends suffering. Even in the depths of despair,
Job clung to his belief in the divine.
finding solace in the knowledge that his trials were not without purpose. His refusal to succumb to bitterness or doubt stands as a testament to the power of faith in the face of overwhelming adversity.
The reason Satan approached the Lord regarding Job was to challenge God's judgment. Satan believed he could manipulate God into proving Job's righteousness by allowing him to inflict suffering.
However, little did Satan know God had greater plans in store. In life, there are moments when God permits trials not to break us, but to refine us. As believers, we must embrace these challenges, recognizing them as stepping stones to our destiny. Throughout history, every significant figure faced adversity, shaping them into vessels of God's glory. From Jesus to Daniel, from Joseph to Peter, each endured hardship, ultimately glorifying God through their perseverance. Just as God revealed himself to the children of Israel in the darkness of the pillar, so too must we seek him in our darkest hours. Spirit of glory. In the pages of the Bible, suffering intertwines with glory. As Peter wrote in 1 Peter 4:14, "If you are insulted because of the name of Christ, you are blessed, for the Spirit of glory and of God rests on you." Enduring reproach for Christ's name brings happiness, for it signifies the Spirit of glory and God resting upon you. Similarly, Romans 8:18, "I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us," reminds us that our present sufferings pale in comparison to the glory awaiting us.
Job, amidst his trials, experienced a profound encounter with God. In the midst of a storm, the Lord spoke to Job,
leading him to declare in Job 42:5, "My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you." It's often in our lowest points that we encounter God in ways we never have before.
The Lord blessed the latter part of Job's life more than the former part.
He had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 donkeys. And he also had 7 sons and 3 daughters. The first daughter he named Jemima, the second Keziah, and the third Keren-Happuch.
After this, Job lived 140 years.
He saw his children and their children to the 4th generation.
And so Job died, an old man and full of years.
The lesson is clear. Whatever trial you face, turning to God can bring beauty from ashes.
Dear viewer, in the story of Job,
We find solace and inspiration. Though our trials may seem insurmountable,
may we, like Job, cling to our faith and trust in the wisdom of the Almighty. For even in our darkest moments, his light shines brightest. Yet amidst the depths of suffering,
Job remained steadfast in his faith.
so, dear viewer, as we journey through the trials and tribulations of life,
Let us take heart from the example of Job.
for though the road may be fraught with challenges, faith in the Almighty can lead to blessings beyond measure. If this message resonates with you, click the like button and share your thoughts in the comments.